Hello, my name is Yovana Milosevic and this is my Civic Mirror reflection. I noticed that as a society, we lack compromise and appreciation. Something that most people fail to notice was that, in the end, we all need each other. There was always something that somebody needed from somebody else, and we all should have tried to maintain better relationships with each other in order to obtain the things that we needed. As a society, I can say that most of us are selfish and, quite frankly, a little bit rude. My fellow students and I can use this observation to be better people when it comes to the real world. Civic Mirror taught me that small actions like being neighborly can go a long way. One of our strengths as a country was noticing when something was wrong. There were many flaws in our political system, as well as every political system in the world, and every mistake was recognized by somebody and at least attempted to be dealt with. As a class, we thought very logically and had great plans for the future, which demonstrated to me personally at least that most of the kids in that class will go very far in life. This experience made me realize how difficult it is to get what you want. Even if you do make the compromises you need in order to get a bill passed, there was always somebody who wouldn't agree with you simply because they weren't part of your party. Not only that, but I saw exactly how messy politics can get. I got 19 status points stolen from me because Alex was angry with me. Politics can really bring out your bad side, and sometimes it's good, because you really have to know how to fight if you want to acquire something that you care about. Something that shocked me about this experience was how involved people got. Very early in the simulation, people noticed that if you weren't involved, your voice wasn't heard. Sure, Civic Mirror was a struggle, but it portrayed real life and how people who are more involved tend to strive. I was very involved with the Civic Mirror life, and I learned a lot about law and government in the process. When I first became House Representative, I was enjoying it and thought about how nice it would be to be the House Representative of the United States. After a few short weeks, boy did I regret that thought. Being in the government was frustrating, and I saw how much work it takes to pass just one bill. You had to be completely aware of all of the laws in both the Civic Mirror Manual and our country's budget bill. There were so many people that had completely opposite views than I had, and it was challenging finding a middle ground. The simulation showed me that you can't really trust anybody in the real world. People will always put themselves and their family before you, and it isn't something to be upset about. It's something that you just have to accept. I learned that being nice doesn't always work out. Sometimes you have to be assertive in order to get what's right. Something that depressed me about the simulation was how easy people would turn on each other. There were a few people who genuinely cared about each other, but mostly it was every man for himself. I think that was the initial problem in our whole process, that so many people were looking at this as every man for himself, rather than caring for the good of the people. I was disgusted when Sam, Mitch, and Jack revealed their plan to increase the prices of energy units after we finished redeveloping the Hex. Only a minimal amount of people would have been able to pay their high prices, leaving the whole country in misery. It really shocked me that 3 people would absolutely ruin a whole country's future just because. Something else that I found upsetting was Sam B. Sam, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but you kinda sucked. He was a terrible representative, and he would watch every person in his country die before he made a compromise. I'm really glad that he was finally removed from the government, and even though he was quite annoying, I realized that I will meet people like Sam, and I'll just have to learn to deal with them. The simulation showed me how truly different people are, and how much effort it takes to get along with them. I would say that the 3 most important things I learned through Civic Mirror were that if you want to have a voice, you have to be involved. You have to compromise in order for the country to strive, and most importantly, people suck. Learn how to deal with it. Thanks for watching.